This is One TV live from Athens. You are watching News at 5. I'm Yanni Moutsios. Here are the top stories. 12 people considered missing, 2 others trapped on the lower decks of an Italian ferry wrapped in flames. Search and rescue operation still in progress. Cause of the fire remains unknown. US President says threat of Russian invasion very high, while Belarus leader sends warning to West that the price for economic sanctions will be high. Brazil's president stands on Putin's side. There will be no winner in the event of a Russian invasion in Ukraine, says Dendias. Greece listens carefully to Russia's concerns, Greek Minister for Foreign Affairs points out. Direct flights from Canada to Greece as early as April till November. A major fire broke early in the morning on the Italian-owned Euroferry Olympia, sailing to Brindisi, Italy. A save and rescue operation has been immediately organized by the Greek and Italian authorities, saving 290 people, crew and passengers inclusive, who have later been taken ashore to the port of Corfu Island in western Greece. Search and rescue operation is still underway for 12 missing, whereas 2 others are considered to be trapped in the lower decks of the ferry. Passengers on board the ship said the fire broke out at 4:20 a.m. An hour later, they have been removed from the burning ferry thanks to the swift reaction of the crew members. No deaths or severe injuries have been reported. However, some passengers were taken to hospital as a precaution, according to local health authorities. The Italian-owned ferry was sailing from Igoumenitsa in the western side of Greece to Brindisi, Italy. Flames engulfed the ship. However, up until this moment, there is no indication of what caused the fire. Ferry is still wrapped in flames. Until the fire is put out, the vessel is impossible to be towed to the nearest port. The fire accident on the Italian ferry today brought back memories from the 2014 tragedy, with 10 people dead following a major fire on the Norman Atlantic ferry sailing from Greece to Italy. Coming up next, Greek Minister for Foreign Affairs meets his Russian counterpart. Greece listens to Russian concerns, Nikos Dendias says. President Biden is expected to host a call with NATO allies on Saturday afternoon as fears for a Russian invasion grow, a statement from the White House said. A Ukraine government source said the selling at the Donetsk territory in Donbass looks like provocation. Earlier today, Germany's Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock released a statement ahead of the Munich Security Conference, criticizing Russia for its Cold War demands and for declining to attend the meeting. With an unprecedented deployment of troops on the border with Ukraine and Cold War demands, Russia is challenging fundamental principles of the European peace order, Baerbock said. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro expressed his solidarity to Russia. State Department severely criticized Bolsonaro's action by saying that the timing could not be worse. It undermines international diplomacy directed at averting a strategic and humanitarian disaster, as well as Brazil's own calls for a peaceful resolution to the crisis, State Department said in a statement. Antony Blinken is set to meet the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov next week, warning the crisis in Ukraine was a moment of peril for the lives and safety of millions of people. The US State Department said on Thursday night that Blinken had accepted an invitation to meet Lavrov, provided there was no invasion of Ukraine. Yesterday, the US Senate has approved a resolution for Ukraine as a sign of support to Kiev. The resolution, though it does not carry the force of law, it puts the US legislative body on record supporting Ukraine and condemning Russian aggression. Just a few minutes ago, Belarusian leader Lukashenko met with Vladimir Putin to discuss regional security. President of Belarus said that his country will stand shoulder to shoulder with Russia and that they do not want war, but whoever seeks it, he will receive some asymmetric response. Belarusian leader attacked the West, calling them narrow-minded, and gave a warning that those who have initiated economic sanctions to Russia and Belarus will suffer from them as Belarus's trade balance is growing. Minister of Foreign Affairs Nikos Dendias met Sergei Lavrov in Moscow earlier today, where he stressed the need for an immediate de-escalation of tensions in Ukraine. Dendias pointed out that a conflict in Ukraine would have no winner, we would all lose out, and he emphasized that Greece is listening carefully to Russia's concerns. Greek Minister for Foreign Affairs raised the issue of Turkish aggression with special reference to the threat of war known as casus belli against Greece in the event the country exercises its legal right to extend its territorial waters at 12 nautical miles. Greece favors a constructive dialogue with Turkey. It is, however, prepared to defend its national sovereignty from any threat, he said. Russian Minister for Foreign Affairs Sergei Lavrov expressed his country's will to assist the two Aegean neighbors resolve their bilateral differences. Coming up next, fly directly from Canada to Greece without hassle starting April 2nd. Ruling party of Nea Demokratia expelled member of the European Parliament Giorgos Kyrtsos for criticizing the government's handling of the alleged drug bribery case involving Swiss drug maker Novartis. Kyrtsos was expelled from the Conservative Party for presenting Greece in a negative light, challenging the independence of the Greek justice, whilst comparing Greece to countries violating the rules of law, according to the communiqué of Nea Demokratia's Secretary General. Giorgos Kyrtsos, elected in the European Parliament as member of Greece's Conservative Party Nea Demokratia, tweeted that his ousting from the ruling party comes as a political salvation to him. The expelled MP noted that he has pointed out the mistakes and mismanagement on the handling of the pandemic, which eventually led to the deaths of thousands, as well as mistakes on the fiscal policy, which impoverished many. Direct flights from Canada to Athens will commence as early as April this year, Greek Tourism Minister Vasilis Kikilias said, following a meeting with the Canadian Ambassador Mark Allen. Flights will launch on April 2nd and are expected to extend till late November. This year, more tourists from Canada are expected to visit Greece, Tourism Minister noted. Ease of COVID-19 restrictions and the lifting of mandatory coronavirus tests for fully vaccinated Canadians will be an incentive to travel to Greece. Ambassador Allen pointed that Canada had lifted the travel advisory against non-essential travel. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all from us for now. Next news update in Greek at 6 o'clock. Goodbye for now.